And what is going on, you guys? It is your boy SF Bay Area Sports Talk, and we are here breaking down another Giants game post-game stream. A huge victory for the Giants. We erased the 3-game losing streak, and we show that we are one of the most resilient teams all year. I love this game. A 5-2 victory. Here we got that insurance run in the 9th inning. It was spectacular, and man, this was a hard-fought victory, and it started with Cahill giving us a strong effort. Now, Cahill did unfortunately have to leave the game there in like the 4th or 5th inning, and it seemed like he was dealing with some left hip kind of soreness there. So hopefully everything checks out okay with Cahill, but he gave us a good effort tonight, going 3 1/3 innings. He allowed 2 runs, allowing 2 hits. He allowed 2 walks and had 4 strikeouts in the game. But the story of this game, you guys, was the Giants offense. The bats came alive today. They had been sleeping the last 3 games. So this is what we needed to see. 5 runs on 13 hits up and down the lineup. We had production today. So again, welcome everybody. So glad to have you guys here. Welcome to the show. I see we got John Collins in the house. We got Sebastian in the house, and we got Tua G in the house. Welcome everyone. Let's see, great win by the San Francisco Giants. Let's get the series tomorrow. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. We are back. Let's make another win streak right now. Tomorrow's a big game. We can get the series victory tomorrow. Sebastian says, good dub today. I love to see it. What is the latest on Cahill's injury? So, yeah, what I did here is that it is, I think, some left hip soreness for Cahill. So, you know, I know how being that I played baseball in my lifetime and even now still trying to get it, give it going. I know how sensitive the hips can be. I mean, you're talking everything, especially as a pitcher. It's such a huge part of, you know, your game there. So, yeah, let's see. James Decker in the house. Welcome. He says, let's go, Giants. And then let's see, Tua saying Joey Bart is going to have a series where he just goes off. I totally agree with you. So, yeah, Joey Bart, unfortunately, today didn't get any hits. But, again, you know, something to keep in mind is that even when Buster Posey did play his first month in the big leagues, it was September of 2009. And Posey didn't really do all that much in that month. You know, he got a few hits, but for the most part was pretty quiet. So, you know, that's the thing here is that Joey Bart, you know, he is just barely getting his feet wet here at the big league level. And overall, when he has gotten hits this year, he has made loud contact, amazing line drive ability, and his power. That's the thing. He can go to the opposite field with power. So it's only a matter of time. We'll be seeing Bart get his first home run, and it'll be the first of many to come. And hopefully that'll get him really going there. And let's see, we got Marty in the house. He says, Giants, I love to see it. We are making a run towards October, you guys. This is the final stretch. This is the final countdown. As you know, we got Brandon D. Wild in the house. Welcome. So again, welcome everyone. So glad to have you guys here. Again, I apologize if I don't get to everyone's comments. We are feeling in such high spirits after the big win tonight. We needed this. We had to answer back, especially after a 3-game losing streak. And let's see, there is some talk about the Giants, Jackie Bradley for the trade deadline. But if we get Bradley, who do we trade? You know, haven't looked too much into what the latest trade rumors are, if there's anything going on up to date. But, you know, we have a lot of veterans that have been playing very well. So, you know, whether it's a Wilmer Flores, we saw him today hit his 8th home run of the season. And, you know, I would hate to see him get traded. But, yeah, you know, we have some guys that could potentially get dealt. And, again, it's all going to depend on what the trade package is and who we're going to be bringing in. So, yeah, let's see. We got Boy in the Blue, a Dodgers fan. Welcome. Again, I love talking baseball with all baseball fans. All baseball fans are welcome. So, love to have everybody here talking baseball. And let's see, Brandon's Bart's struggling, but, you know, I'm confident he's going to start turning it around here. So, yeah, Bart's just you know, here's the thing, too. He hasn't played any games at the AAA level and has only played about 60 to 70 games in AA. So, you know, Bart is, you know, just barely getting his feet wet. And yeah, it's only a matter of time. We're going to see him go on a nice hot streak, I think, and do really well. So yeah, how many did he, yeah, I mean, he did come up in some big situations. And so yeah, hopefully he'll start turning it around. Belt, Longo are trade targets. Brandon D. Wild says, yeah, that's the thing. Brandon Belt, he's, over the years, he's been talked about a lot as a potential trade candidate. And, never really trade talks have ever gotten extremely serious to actually go down. But, with Belt being on such an amazing hot streak right now, and again, another fantastic performance today. He got on base 3 times, had a walk, a couple of hits, had a big RBI double, and now he's hitting .329 on the year. And also Longoria today, spectacular performance from him, a couple of hits with a walk also. So he got on base 3 times, also had a big RBI, and Longo's now hitting over 300 on the year. So just spectacular. And then Crawford too. Crawford, a multi-hit game today. Crawford's now hitting .270. So all the veterans, they are coming alive at the right time. See, we got Michelle Perez. Welcome to the show. And let's see, Mike. I really don't think Yastrzemski would get traded. I think he's probably one of the few guys that is off of limits if teams are asking the Giants about potential trade candidates. So yeah, we are going to be very shortly bringing on Eric, the legend, the man himself, to get his thoughts on the big victory tonight. So yeah, let's continue going through these comments here. So John Collins saying San Diego Padres acquired Trevor Rosenthal today. I did see that move. That is a big acquisition from San Diego, especially since I think they have had some problems in the bullpen. So that's going to be huge for them to get a piece like that. And, Rosenthal is absolutely filthy out there. Let's see. Slater is close. Brandon says, yes, that is very good news to hear, especially when so many Giants are doing so well up and down this lineup. I can't wait to see Slater when he gets back. If only we could have had him against Kershaw the other day, because as you guys know, Slater did hit 2 home hits Kershaw earlier this year, so was spectacular. So he is going to be on the way. And so yeah, Edison saying, can Giants trade for Jackie Bradley Jr.? I'm definitely going to have to look more into that. Could be something maybe on the horizon. So definitely intriguing there. But yeah, let's get to Eric and get his thoughts on the victory tonight. So we are going to be bringing him on right now. So Eric, how are you doing? How are you doing today, my friend?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good here. Got the big win today. We had to get this win. Started a little losing streak. That was no good. So now after a 7-game winning streak, 3 losses, I guess that means we won, 8 out of the last 11. So it's still really good. We're still on a nice little streak as long as we, don't lose any more games like that. So, absolutely loved it. It was great. Saw some good power here. The home run, like you said, by Flores in the 9th was sweet. Longoria looked great out there. With the double, Brandon Belt, Yastrzemski, a lot of players came through, a lot of RBI. Not one guy just, completely dominated the game. We saw Yastrzemski, Longoria, Belt, Flores came through. Sandoval even brought a run in, got a hit. So, Crawford got a couple hits, everyone except pretty much Bart, still waiting on him. But yeah, pretty much everybody contributed offensively. It wasn't like the biggest blowout in the world, but we'll take it, a nice 5-2 win. So you got to feel good about that.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling really good about this win. And we really needed this because, 3 in a row, you really didn't want to drop this one and lose this series. And, again, going into this series, we really were hoping we could win 2 out of 3. And, when you lose the first game, you're just trying to get that second win. And so now we got the opportunity to go out and win the series tomorrow. And yeah, today I loved it. I was saying, I thought it was going to be key if our offense could get some early runs. And that's exactly what we were able to do today in that first inning, getting us going there against Luke Weaver. It was fantastic. We had Longoria getting us going with the RBI double, Belt with another RBI double, and Yastrzemski, you did mention him. Yep, another great game from him. A big RBI in the 2nd inning. And then also, the 4th inning, we did see the Kung Fu Panda Pablo Sandoval, he got into the action with an RBI single. So love to see it from the Panda. And Flores, coming from our favorite show, Friends, as he watches one episode every day. So maybe we'll have to watch an episode of Friends every time he hits a bomb, as he hit his 8th home run tonight. So yeah, like you said, up and down, everyone's doing good. So again, welcome everyone. Glad to have you guys all here to the show to break down this. So I see Sebastian saying who pitches for the Giants. So I don't have the matchups right now off the top of my head, but if someone can get that for us, we'll definitely chat about that, as we always do before the end of the show. And let's see, the new rule of the doubleheader ending the game in the 7th inning is a effing joke. I agree with you, John Collins, big time on this. I really was not a big fan the other day watching that doubleheader. Both games, the Giants, even the second game, when we were still very close in that game, just down a couple runs, we still should have had, a couple more at bats to go. And I really didn't get that rule, especially since we're already only playing 60 games and it's a shortened season. But yeah, what did you think, Eric, about that the other day?
Yeah, the 7-game. Yeah, no, I mean, it's like it's a little league game, right? I think you said, when we used to play little league, 7 innings, 6 innings wasn't enough. We want to play 9, like the pros, like the big leagues. And now the big leagues are playing 7 innings. Are you kidding me? But I mean, I guess it's okay because, there's so much other things that have already happened with the 3-batter minimum. That was even going to happen before this season went crazy. Then you got the runner at second. I hate that. I hate the runner on second in extra innings. That's what my softball league does. I mean, not even they do that, but I'm just saying, that's what you would see from some amateur softball league. I mean, not in the major league. So no, I don't like any of these little rules. So, but I kind of understand the 7 innings because, you got the Reds and the Cardinals and all these teams that had COVID. So they're playing a whole bunch of double headers. So in that aspect, I kind of get it, but no, I don't really like it.
Yeah, I agree with you there. You do make a good point. With so many teams playing doubleheaders, so it could be just a way for them to, I don't know, get those games in, with so many games having to be made up. But yeah, all the rules this year, we all haven't really been that big of fans, especially I haven't really liked the runner on second at all because, baseball, it really does take a lot just to obviously score a run. A lot goes into that, having good quality at bats, advancing the runner over, or, any way you can get extra 90 feet. And so, it really takes that aspect of earning a run out of the game. And this is the pros. So, in my opinion, I think they should be able to handle what is thrown their way. But it is what it is. And hopefully, I'm pretty sure these rules are just for, the shortened season, or maybe some of them might go to next year. But after that, I think hopefully it'll get back to normal there. Now I see Sunday pitchers, Cueto versus Clark. So that is going to be a good matchup. Looking forward to seeing Johnny Cueto bounce back because, his last outing didn't look as sharp, but the 2 starts that Cueto had prior to that, he did really well. And Clark, that against the Diamondbacks there. So that'll be a good matchup tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Any quick thoughts there on that matchup tomorrow?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So Cueto and Clark, the young kid, I think, right? So right-hander. Taylor Clark. Is it Taylor Clark?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see here if I can look it up. Yeah, Taylor Clark. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. He's good looking pitcher. He hasn't had a lot of big league experience, but he's good. So I thought he was coming out of the bullpen, but I guess he'll be starting tomorrow. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But he is a right-handed pitcher, which means we're gonna we don't have as many good left-handers, so we're gonna see a lot of righty on righty with hopefully Solano in there and all that. But Yastrzemski, a chance for him to Dickerson. We're still waiting for Dickerson to come around. Did he do anything today? Yeah, he had a couple hits today.
Yeah.
So definitely waiting for Dickerson to come around. He's gonna get another opportunity tomorrow, I'm guessing. So it's gonna be a lot of fun though. We got the youngster against against the beast. I don't think he's like that young, but he's definitely younger than Cueto. So it's gonna be a fun one. Yeah.
Yeah, I pulled up his numbers here. So, yeah, in 19 innings, he's got a 233 earned run average, and he's got a very impressive whip, just 1.09. So, just over a base runner an inning. And, when you're doing that, combining walks and hits allowed, innings pitched, that's really impressive there. So yeah, he does have 11 walks. So it looks like, you would expect that from a young pitcher to be a little bit out of control there and have a lot of walks. So yeah, we've seen how well this Giants team can work walks. And so yeah, tomorrow, hopefully we can do what we were doing today, get some early runs and yeah, just get him on the ropes, just like how we did Luke Weaver today. I mean, that was so key today. We got so many pitches out of him, and yeah, I think we got him out of the game there in the 4th or 5th inning. So yeah, that was spectacular. And so yeah, man, I'm definitely pumped. I can't game tomorrow. Let's see, John Collins saying any word on Aramis Garcia. I haven't heard any update, but the last we do know is that he had hip surgery, and it was a successful hip surgery. So hopefully it'll be a fast recovery for him, and he'll be able to get on the fast track, because man, he was so much fun to watch. And the thing that impressed me most with Aramis Garcia was he hit an opposite field home run at Petco Park. And yeah, not many hitters can do that. So that was really amazing to see. And I think that was just a glimpse of what this guy will be able to do for us. So that's going to be exciting. And, we have so many great catchers on this roster. And so yeah, we'll probably be seeing a lot of, guys playing different positions in the infield, whether it's third or first. And so, yeah, let's see. So Travis and Eric, how will you have kids watch baseball if the game can be 4 or 5 hours? I don't think you potentially could go that long in terms of, well, yeah, in the old, when you're talking about the old rules, baseball games did, for the most part, go about 3 hours, I would say. So yeah, for some people it is, obviously the most passionate baseball fans, we love it. For me, I always say that baseball is a game of chess. And so when you're talking about a lot of these moments in a game that build up, like for example, the 3-batter rule, the thing I don't like about it is how if a guy doesn't have his stuff and you can clearly see that after maybe one batter or a couple hitters, then you can pull him out of the game, bring in somebody else. But with this new rule, you got to have 3 batters. And so, yeah, I mean, if he's really out of whack, I think that can lead to just games getting out of hand in situations. And so, yeah, I mean, definitely something to keep in mind. But the people I think that don't watch baseball don't like to see those long games. But yeah, any thoughts on that, Eric, about trying to speed up the game here and what they've been doing the last few years here?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like if you like baseball, you like baseball. You're where I don't know what kind of fans they're trying to appeal to. Like if they're trying to appeal to basketball fans probably aren't going to like. Baseball's never going to be basketball. Like you were saying, it's like a chess game. Like we're going to try to speed up chess. I play chess. We're going to try to change the game of chess so it's more exciting. No, it's boring. It's it's a boring game to watch. It's fun to play, but baseball, you love it. If you love baseball, you love. I'm not saying they can't do anything, of course, but I always thought one thing that they don't do is there's actually a pitch clock in the minor leagues. And it gets the pitcher to hurry up and throw the pitch. You can't just sit there forever, get your signs. No, you can't do that. You got to hurry and throw the pitch. That could be, I thought, why not do that? Just have a pitch clock so it doesn't change the fabric of the game. It doesn't change the way the game is played. It doesn't make the manager have to make a pitching change. It doesn't give anyone an unfair advantage. It's just saying, hey, let's go. Let's move the game along. So, but they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I think I would love that idea. It does make a lot of sense. And, I agree with you there because, yeah, it wouldn't be an advantage to both teams because they would both have to deal with the pitch clock. And, yeah, it'd just be kind of a reminder that, look, when you're getting your signs and getting ready to commit mentally to the next pitch you're about to throw, it's got to be a quick, there, and so the game's moving at a decent pace there. And so yeah, let's get to the chat here, get to some more comments. So again, welcome everyone. Logan saying got the bats alive early today. Yes, I love to see it, man. That was the key. And really, man, you saw it. Our bullpen was so amazing today and holding that lead down. So I was really impressed with our bullpen. And let's see, Oakland lose today. It's a great day. Oh yeah, so I didn't. Let's see if we can get if I can check here for a sec if how the A's did today. There, I didn't see the outcome. So Let's see. Oh yeah, I see. Oh yeah, so the Astros. Yep, Astros. Yep, we got World Traveler in the house. Hi, Travis and Eric, my two favorite Giants fans. Just worked a 14-hour shift. Holy cow, my goodness. Be sure to get some rest, World Traveler. That is insane. Man, wow. Congratulations on your Astros getting the big win today. So thank goodness that they got the win. And yes, we did get the win today, Giants. We got the big victory, 5-2. It was spectacular today, and we needed it. And let's see, Hungen Jossel. Again, I apologize if I pronounce any names wrong. Baseball is baseball, but I don't think we should change the game. Yes, I totally agree with you, man. I don't want to see the game changed at all. I mean, it's such a rich history and, going back to how it's been played. So I'm all for not making that many drastic changes. And hopefully a lot of these, minor changes we've seen this year will go away very quickly. There is talk about Kevin Gausman to the Yankees. Wow. So let's see if I can pull that up here. So yeah, now get the comments section. I love it. You guys love it when we get some noise going. It's so much fun. So yeah, this is something I did hear that the Yankees were looking for possibly some starting pitching help. And so yeah, man, if I could definitely see a deal like this going down in terms of what we would get back. I don't know too much about what, prospects the Yankees have, but I'm sure our scouts, are doing a really great job right now trying to see what the best talent is available. So yeah, any thoughts on that potential deal, Eric?
Yeah, you're talking about I'm so sorry, the Yankees, you said?
Yeah, so a possible Kevin Gausman to Yankees deal, maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean, depending on what we get back, I mean, like I was saying before this game tonight, I said this game matters so much. And tomorrow we only have, there's a deadline, and we have to figure out, is this team really a playoff team or not? And if we can win today and tomorrow, and then you say what? Okay, like I said, a 7-game winning streak. We win today. That's 8 out of 11 tomorrow, 9 out of 12. You're really right in there in a shortened season with an easier September than August. I would say no. I'd say keep Gausman because we have a chance, and really this is a weird season, and I hate to give that up, but maybe I'm not speaking the smartest because I'm not the GM and I'm a fan, so I'm excited. I want to see some playoff baseball, but I'm just saying I don't want to see Gausman go if we have a chance this year.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I'm right there. I think this team should go for it and pretty much hold on to all the key pieces because, they have great chemistry. They play for each other. They're always trying to pick each other up. And, this is what we've seen over the years, the Giants, when they have this great clubhouse chemistry. And you saw what it can do to some teams. We go on some amazing runs. And so, yeah, I mean, going back to last year, I liked how we held on to our key pieces in Bumgarner and Will Smith. And yeah, I mean, I'm all for this year. Wilmer Flores holding on to Donovan Solano and Johnny Cueto and Kevin Gausman. Because, yeah, I mean, they have done so well for us this year and kept us competitive in so many games. So, yeah, I saw, again, thank you guys. I apologize if I don't get to everyone's comments, but welcome everyone to the show. I see we got Twist and Ted Eva in the house. Welcome. And so, yeah, I did see a mention of Tyler Rogers, and yes, another spectacular inning today. And so, yeah, let's talk about the bullpen tonight. I do have some stats for us here that are just amazing. And so if we're talking about bullpen ERA since August 17th in Major League Baseball, Giants are ranked second in the MLB with a 1.46 ERA since August 17th. So that's just amazing. And pretty much that's, again, since we've been on this winning streak, around that time is when we went through, we blew 3 games in 4 days, but our bullpen has been pretty much the best since that time frame. The only team better has been the A. They've had a 0.70 ERA bullpen, but with what we did tonight, that the Giants bullpen ERA has definitely gone way down. So it's just been spectacular. And so, yeah, up and down. Harlan Garcia today, he made his 9th appearance, another shutdown inning for him. We saw Sam Coonrod with the electric stuff. And I mean, it's just insane what Coonrod's been able to do. With that 101 mile per hour fastball fastball. He's got a 95-mile-per-hour cutter, and he also has a 90-mile-per-hour slider. So, I mean, absolutely insane. But, yeah. So, yeah, again, welcome, everyone. And so, yeah, Eric, any thoughts on, just how spectacular the bullpen's been of late? Man, they have just been doing so well.
Yeah, it's been really consistent all year, just putting up zeros. Other than like we keep saying, there's been a few meltdowns, and that's been it. I mean, just a few meltdowns, a few runs here and there, and some of the ERAs look bad. Like, I mean, Trevor Gott, we know what he went through, and he's got 11.17 ERA, which is terrible. But even he came in and threw a scoreless inning. Tyler Rogers, remember his ERA was like 12 something. It's down to 5.71, which normally is not a good ERA, but based on where it was, you can tell he's been pitching great. Watson, 0.84. Coonrod's been dealing, throwing that 100-mile-an-hour heat. Harlan Garcia still hasn't given up a run this year. So, yeah, this bullpen has been spectacular. The rotation has been spectacular. The only guy that was really struggling was like Shark, and we put him on the DL on the IL, so we don't have to worry about that right now. Yeah, you gotta love the bullpen, the offense, everything's really been great. For the Giants, just very good all around. So maybe if there's one thing that I think I'm really happiest about, it might be the bullpen. But yeah, you're right. Bullpen has been great.
Man, I love it. Great takes, great perspective there. And yeah, they've just been so huge for us this year and just taking a big step forward. So many young guys, and it's just so exciting. And yeah, I love to see the way Tyler Rogers has bounced back. We knew his ERA kind of got ballooned early in the season, and just been spectacular, been lights out of late, and got us those last big 3 outs. So yeah, again, welcome everyone to the show. Glad to have you guys all here. And I was seeing something about our rotation. And so yeah, when we're talking about making a run to October into the playoffs, I mean, you got to love this starting rotation right now with Johnny Cueto, with Logan Webb, with Tyler Anderson in there. Trevor Cahill, hopefully he's going to be staying healthy here. And yeah, Kevin Gausman. So yeah, just so many guys that have been pitching very well and been spectacular. Let's see, John Collins saying, how come Sam Coonrod is not the closer if he's throwing 100 miles per hour? I think it's probably only a matter of time before, we were saying in the post game yesterday that, with how Sam Coonrod had been throwing and how electric his stuff has been, that, this could be a guy that, takes over at the closer role. And yeah, that's something I can definitely see happening. And although right now I think you're seeing Kapler continue to use them in like the 6th inning or 7th inning and those types of situations here. And so let's see, Gabe Kapler doesn't use his brain. Good. I mean, Kapler, again, I've been very happy with what Kapler's been able to do this year. And I think he's made some questionable calls, but for the most part, I think he's looked really good. And yeah, our bullpen is very young. And yeah, I mean, that's the thing, with how lights out they've been, we've been pretty much, like I was saying, one of the best bullpens here the last 10 days. And, at this juncture in the season, right down to the last stretch of games here, I mean, that's the time when you want to be playing your best brand of baseball. And I mean, that is what we're doing right now. And so we are getting hot at the right time, and we needed to get this win today. And so, yeah, let's see. Hope all you cheer when you're not playing. Thank you so much, World Traveler there. Yes, I love it. Really appreciate the support coming from an Astros fan. And yeah, man, I mean, just fantastic victory today to beat the A's. And I know the Astros are in 2nd place right now and trying to close in on the A's. And so, yeah, that'll be interesting to see if they can do that. And so, yeah, working long shifts. Yeah, I just that gets me thinking back to my days of working fast food places. They used to be working me though. Not crazy shifts like that, 14 hours. So I tip my cat off, to you working those shifts. But yeah, I remember working 11, 12-hour shifts, and yeah, not a whole lot of fun.
But
that is what the grind. So we are all just taking it one day at a time and just doing the best we can here. but it feels so great right now. The Giants get this big win, and we are getting ready to approach the trade deadline. And, we've been seeing a lot of moves start to break out around baseball. So that's been exciting. And I can't wait to see what the Giants are going to do. And I hope we want to pretty much all of our key pieces and just try to make a run this year, because I think this team can do it. And, our bullpen, I could definitely see them stepping up in the playoffs, and our offense continuing to put up runs and do what they've been able to do this year. So, this is so exciting. And, also, like Joey Bart, he's been, hasn't been hitting that well. So that's the thing, this lineup is carrying a lot of number of guys here. And so that's just been another really bright spot to see.
Yeah. Like you said, all around it's been great, and we just had to continue to play well. And like I said, I say we go for it, because you never know. You go into that first playoff series, and it's going to be best of 3 on the road, I assume, because we're probably not going to be, probably going to be a wild card. Best of 3 on the road. And remember 2012, I don't remember in 2012, we were down 0-2, lost to the Reds 2 games at home, had to go to Cincinnati, and we swept them in Cincinnati. So it can happen. We can win on the road in the playoffs. And that same series, we were down 1-3 to the Cardinals and came back and won 3 in a row to beat the Cardinals. Everyone thought we had no chance. So I know that was 2012. It's 2020. But I'm just saying, you can win on the road in the playoffs. Any team can win in baseball. Giants were underdogs in every single playoff series they've been in this entire decade, and they won them all except the one with the Cubs. So, I say go for it.
I love it. And I see Brandon Wild saying all 3 games in LA for the wild card. That would be such an amazing matchup to see. I've been wanting to see a Giants-Dodgers playoff matchup in my lifetime, and I hope we get to see it this year, and that would just be spectacular. And, man, you really brought me down memory lane talking about the 2012 playoffs, because I actually went to Game 2 at home when we lost 9-0, and I just remember just how horrible I felt walking out of the ballpark. I think it was the top of the 9th inning. I was with my mom, and we actually left the game early, so I always stay all the way till the very end. But that day was like the first time I ever left early. But I think it was because I had school or something the next day. But it was 9-0 in the top of the 9th inning, and I remember being on the BART train, and my friend who's a Dodgers fan, he was like saying, "Oh, you guys are done." And then I tweeted at him, I was like, "We got Zito, we got who pitched Game 4, Volk and Kane." I was like, "We got Zito, Volkason, Kane." I was like, "It's a wrap." I didn't say, I said something like that, but I was like, "Dude, are you trying to say that we're done here? Like, come on, we got these 3 guys going, and we're gonna win these 3 games." And sure enough, it happened, and I loved it. And then same thing, we were down 3-1 to the Cardinals, and everyone, like all the national media was saying, Cardinals are going. And
over,
so, man, I just loved it. It was a fantastic memory. So if we
and that was a Bumgarner game you went to, and he got lit up, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I believe so. That was I think so. Yeah. My memory is just kind of being jogged from that game because it was just you're right. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Ryan Ludwig or Zach Cozart, somebody hit a home run, and it was bad. Yeah. But we can't. And even I think they asked Buster Posey after games, is it over? And he's like, "Yeah, it's not looking good." Even when it wasn't looking good, but he said, "You know what? We're going to take it one game at a time." And I thought it was pretty much over. Remember, we just won a World Series 2 years before, so I'm thinking, okay, we got our ring, we made the playoffs. Okay, maybe we're not gonna, maybe we're not gonna win it again. But even they surprised me, came back, won 3 in a row, and won another ring. And that's when I learned I'm never gonna give up on this team as long as we have a chance. And 2014, we were on a 9-game losing streak. The media was saying it's over. There ain't gonna be no parade this year. I'm like, dude, this is the Giants, man, and they did it again. So you never give up on the Giants.
I love it. You couldn't have said it any better, Eric. Man, totally agree there, man. Just over the years, all of those postseasons, the Giants were never the favorites on paper, and we proved everyone wrong, and it was so amazing. And so, you never can count out this team. And this year it has those same kind of vibes that if we can somehow maybe sneak into the playoffs, yeah, we can, anything's possible, and we can, go on a magical. So yeah, let's see. Hey Travis, there was a tweet from Baseball Reference saying the Astros are the most probable American League team to make the series. I'm surprised. I mean, the Astros, I give them really big time credit to even be where they are right now. I think they're 4 games above 500 right now, but they've been doing very well. And I thought that, with all of kind of the distractions from, the offseason, I thought that would kind of mentally have an effect on how they played this year. Maybe not so much for the, after this season, but I thought it would kind of affect them. And so for them to, be able to handle that pressure, and then even the brawl against the A's, that was, went on with that. And then also with the Dodgers, we've seen so many things go on this year. But yeah, big credit to what they've been able to do. And yeah, I mean, their lineup is still one of the best lineups, and so many guys that are still like 26, 27 and 28. So like just in their prime of their career. So yeah, it's going to be fun to see. Hopefully that division in the American League West goes down to the very wire. Let's see, Astros versus Giants. Yep, that would be something. I would love to see that World Series matchup. It would be a lot of fun to watch. And so yeah, a lot of different matchups we can go on here. And I did see someone saying they went to Game 3 of the 2014 NLDS. I actually went to the game as well. So man, if maybe we almost ran into each other that day. So I've just been so thankful. I've been to pretty much every year the Giants have gone to the playoffs. I've done the best I could to try to make it to at least one game, a series. And yeah, my favorite story from the 2014, I did get to go to Game 5 of the World Series against the Royals, and that was the only World Series game I got to go to, and it was just so magical. Bumgarner with the shutout, and we scored 5 runs in that game, and it was just amazing, and I'll never forget it. Also, I ended up spending my entire 2-week paycheck from McDonald's to go to the World Series. Yeah, so my paycheck was $800 for 2 weeks, and the ticket was a bleacher ticket for $800. I said, sign me up. My friend, he actually paid $800 for his ticket, so I'm thankful I had someone to go with, because I mean, I would have went by myself and paid $800, but I got to go with my friend. And it was a friend that I played baseball with growing up. So we got to live our childhood dreams there, and it was spectacular. So I definitely hope, everyone here gets that opportunity to see their favorite team in the World Series. So yeah, again, welcome everyone to the show. We're glad with these amazing baseball vibes here. Let's see. I went to Game 5 of the 27 World Series. Developed Titanius. Okay. Yeah, man, if I World Traveler, if I remember correctly, that Game 5, I think that was the game that went back and forth with the Astros and Dodgers, and it was like 10 or 9 runs on both teams. They were just that was insane, and I think the Astros won on the walk off that game. So that was some great memories. We have a lot of great memories as Giants fans, seeing the Dodgers lose. And so, yeah, Eric, some of your great memories over the years.
I wanted to see them. I wanted to see the Giants win. They keep on winning on the road. So in 2014, I went to Kansas City for Game 6. I wanted to see them actually win the World Series, but I could only afford Game 6. I couldn't go. I couldn't afford 2 games. So I went to Game 6, and they lost like 11-0. It was terrible. But then we came back and won Game 7, but I didn't have enough money to go again. Even though I was already in Kansas City, it was like $1,500. And there was no way I could go to the Game 7. So, but I was fine with it. As long as we won the World Series, I was fine. But that was just kind of sucked that the one game I got to, we lost like 10-1 or 11-1. And Jake Peavy got lit up. But it's all good, and I went to one in Texas too, and we lost that game in 2010. So if I go, we lose. So I finally realized I'm just not going to go, because if I go, we lose.
Wow, man, I have no idea. My thoughts are with you, Vanna. I do have some stories even on my end, not quite to that level, but you know what? I think in the future the Giants are going to make up for that World Series record. So I think there's going to be plenty more games to go to, and it'll be something if we can go to a game and maybe get a section of us, from all of you guys, we've been here from the beginning. So, it's going to be fun in the future to do maybe like a fan meetup or something at a game. But yeah, that'll be something. But back in 2008, I think I was just in middle school, but I went to 7 Giants games and they were 0-7 in all 7 games
man.
I went there. Yeah,
Dang,
and they lost 90 games that year. So that was like, I was just
I went on a bad streak too. I was on a streak like that too. So I think like 2018 and 17, and like 2 seasons I went to like 20 games, and I think they lost. Maybe they won 1. It was terrible, but yeah. So I'm with you on that.
Yeah, and and that's why, us diehard Giants fans, we are dedicated. We have seen great games and some really horrible games. And, I've seen something talking about Barry Zito, saving us in that 2012 postseason. I absolutely loved, Barry Zito's story. And quick short story on Zito, but back in 2008, that year when I went to 7 games and the Giants were 0-7, one of the games was a Barry Zito start. I actually went with my dad and I guess some of his coworkers. They got tickets to the game. So we were basically tailgating it up in the parking lot, and we missed the top of the first inning. But Barry Zito had gave up a 3-run home run in the top of the first inning. So before we even got to our seat, we were trailing 3-0. And I remember we got to our seat and my dad, and we saw the score and we were just all like, what in the world? And we were just like, come on. So yeah, it was just that type of season. And like I said, the Giants were 0-7 that year when I went. So it didn't seem, whatever we do, we tailgated in the parking lot. That didn't seem to get us going that year, but we tried. And so, yeah, I was there supporting us in that 90 loss season. So, but that's what's awesome. We support him through the good and the bad. So yeah, again, I want to, sorry if I don't get to everyone's comments. I see happy for the Giants win today. Kylie says, thanks for having your show, Travis. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. And I see we got Tommy in the house. What is going on? Joseph, go Giants. Again, welcome everyone. Glad to have you guys all here. And it's just been spectacular. Love pitchers who show up in the playoffs where it really counts. Yes, I love it. And, that gets me thinking about Ryan Volkasong. When you look at his postseason career ERA, I mean, it's just insane. It's like maybe under 2, in the 1s or sub 2s. And I mean, it just seemed like every time we needed a clutch performance from Volkasong, from Bogey, from Rowley Enchilada, he brought it for us in those postseason years. And so, yeah, I love it. And so many Giants stepped up. So if we are getting to the postseason this year, we could probably see that on the horizon with Logan Webb making some postseason starts this year. I mean, that would be something if we're talking about that. So yeah, we're going to be winding down the show shortly right now and get into our picks of the game. A spectacular win by the Giants tonight. We got back in the win column. We are back in the playoff race. I mean, even with the 3-game losing streak, we were still right there in the playoff race. But to get this bounce back win tonight, we are feeling really good. And to get a chance to win the series tomorrow, that is what we're going for. And Erica, we're going to start with you as you are the guest. Tonight. So who is your pick from the game tonight?
I'm gonna take Matt Cain. No, I'm just kidding. Let me see. I'll take I wish we still had him. So many to choose from. Like I said, what a great game today. But I'm gonna go with the one. You know what? I'm going with. I'm sorry, I keep on changing my mind, but we're going to go with my man, Evan Longoria. 2 hits today, and he's my favorite player. Scored 2 runs. He's the only guy to score an extra run, so he came across the plate twice, got 2 hits, RBI. He's been crushing the ball. He brought his batting average today over 300. Evan Longoria, halfway through the season, is hitting over 300 at 30, I don't know how old he is, about 35, 36 years old. He is still hitting well. He is not washed up, and Evan Longoria is my man.
I love it. Great pick. And Evan Longoria, he's just been so spectacular this year. And I think the big thing is that, he's really looked healthy. And so, we know he's kind of been dinged up with minor injuries over the last couple of years. And so, I mean, you're seeing what Longoria can fully healthy, and I just love it. He's been so spectacular, and he seems to be in every rally and getting us going. And yeah, in this game, got us going early there with the RBI double. Another great game. Got on base 3 times, and like you said, hit an over 300 now. And so yeah, now for my pick, let's see. I am going to gather myself for a quick sec here to decide. So I am going to go with Brandon Belt as my selection. Of course, Belt had another big RBI, a double. And let's see, Belt, yep, on fire for a 30 home run pace. And you know what? I do think Belt has it within him to be able to do that course of 162 games. And, you know, maybe next year is the year that we'll see it. But yeah, I love it. Belt with a multi-hit game, and he has just been red hot right now. He's been hot for like 10 days now. Every game just doing so well, and also hitting the long ball. And yeah, today a couple hits, got a walk, and so yeah, was on base 3 times, and now his average is 329. So just spectacular. He's been amazing, and yeah, it just spectacular. And we needed it today to get another big win, and the Giants bats came alive. And let's see, we have a day off tomorrow. So yeah, I think I saw something about the Lakers winning and moving on to the playoffs. And yeah, let's see, a big shout out for 42. Yes, it is Jackie Robinson weekend. And, you know, big shouts out to Jackie Robinson for forever changing our game for the greater good. And just what a story. And yeah, I'm enjoying this Jackie Robinson weekend, and just a great way to honor and celebrate this great game of baseball. And so, yeah, we are winding down the show. So again, thank you everyone. And today we appreciate all of you, and we wouldn't be here without all of your guys' support. And you guys bring the energy each and every day, so you get us pumped up to do these shows, and we love it, and we always have a spectacular time. And so before we go tonight, any last thoughts, Eric, on the as we go to the series finale?
No, but I like your pick, Brandon Belt. Yeah, Brandon Belt, man. Finally, I know it's still early, but think about it. If this was a 162 season, we'd be still in the very, very beginning of the season. But I'm going to consider it halfway through the season, and Brandon Belt's hitting 329, and he's on a great pace for home runs. So I totally agree with that. Great pick. Belt is awesome, and we just got to continue what we're doing. I mean, there's nothing else. Donovan Solano might get in the lineup tomorrow against the right-hander, so we'll see. He can hit both righties and lefties. Crawford's hitting 268. I love how these batting averages are starting to shape, and they're all, you know, pretty much where we want them to be. So pretty much, you know, for the most part, there's a few that we'd like to be a little higher, but I'm loving what I'm seeing. Keep hitting, keep the offense going, and keep the starting pitching going. We need something big from Cueto. We need 6 strong from Cueto tomorrow, and the bullpen will take care of the rest. Giants are taking it tomorrow, 12-3, and that's what I got.
I love it. Great take there. The bats have been coming alive today. And yeah, I think they're going to stay red hot and put on some runs tomorrow. And so, yeah, great prediction there with Cueto going 6 strong innings. And I think he is going to bounce back strong. Of course, his last start, you know, didn't do that well, but the 2 starts prior, Cueto was amazing. And so, yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be big. We need to get this win tomorrow, so let's keep the good times rolling. So again, thank you guys, everyone. We'll see you guys next time. And as always, let's go Giants, SF Giants. Let's get that victory tomorrow. We will see you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Thank you again for checking in the show. And don't forget, hit the like button if you haven't done so. Really helps support the channel and the whole community. So thank you guys, and we'll see you again. Let's get that victory tomorrow. Go Giants.